Welcome to the 2020 Twin Valley Council Popcorn Kickoff. We will start with some refreshers for both the seasoned kernels and the new kernels. Please mute your mics and either put your question in the chat or jot them down as we go along. We will have time for questions at the end of each segment. So why do we sell popcorn?
I'm sorry, excuse me, Dawn. I have one that is just on by audio. Can you tell me your name? Connecting to audio.
Yeah, it looks like Pack 165. Don't know who it is,
that's
though.
Jenny. It's the one right below it.
Oh, sure. So the phone number of 507-606-5556.
You could unmute and tell us who you are. There's Lindsay.
So the person with the phone number 507-606-5556, can you tell us who you are?
Okay, I've been trying to tell you who I am.
Oh, there you are. You must have been muted.
Hi. Hi, your system isn't unmuting me. It's PAC 114. I'm trying to get connected by computer, but it's not working at the moment.
So this is Kelly?
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't you love technology?
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful.
Thank you. All right, so why do we sell popcorn? 73% return to scouting. We fund our unit scouting program, scout character development, improve our camps and council resources. Over 4 billion returned to scouting since 1980. Selling popcorn can fund a unit for the entire scouting year. It benefits the scout, the unit, and the council. It is important for the unit popcorn kernel to be active during the popcorn season. Positivity breeds positivity. With COVID, we have to be adaptable and flexible. So we need to think outside the box and be creative. The Trails End app. Key benefits of the Trails End app. We have free credit card processing paid by the Trails End, real-time tracking and reporting of sales, inventory, and storefront registrations. Families can turn in cash payments via credit card. System calculated scout sales for easy Trails End rewards ordering. Take online direct orders in the app as a way to fundraise while social distancing. The proven results of this, used by over 14,500 units and 160,000 scouts. Over 10% growth for units that recorded more than 75% of sales in the app in 2019. Credit card transactions averaged 27% higher than cash. To get the Trails End app, text app to 62771 to download the app. And to get the app guide, text app guide to 62771. Every scout needs to be utilizing their portal, whether it's through the app or the desktop. They need to be putting in all their sales via app or desktop. This is the only way scouts can get credit for their Trails End rewards. Again, you can text app to 62771 to download the app. It accepts credit cards for free. The Trails End pays for them. No reader is required. You can enter the credit card manually. Each scout must have a registered account. The same email can be used for multiple accounts. Record all of your sales in the app, even take order sales. Only scout accounts can log into the app. Leader accounts will not allow access. So if you're trying to log into the app with your leader login information, that will not work. That is only for scout login. Trails and Leader Portal. It is the one platform to manage your fundraiser. Track all Scout sales. Easily view and manage all app and online Scout sales in real time. I'd like to add in there at this point, if you have parents who are not utilizing the app on a regular basis and they're doing paper, you will want to encourage them to enter their Scouts sales on a regular basis. I recommend at least every week so that the popcorn kernel can have that up-to-date information. And if they have an issue where they cannot log themselves, they can talk with the popcorn kernel, and maybe the popcorn kernel can help log that stuff in. Manage inventory. Keep track of inventory levels and know where products are in real time. Coordinate storefront sites and shifts. Create schedule for Scouts to sign up for booths you can reserve in your community. Place your popcorn orders. Order popcorn for your council's scheduled pickups. Submit rewards. Submit trails and rewards orders for Scouts. So in order to log into the Trails and Leader portal, you'll just log into trails-n.com. The Trails and Rewards. New in 2020. It has become a points-based reward system, encouraging Scouts to sell more with online direct and with credit cards. With changes to the way they sell, Scouts can earn more rewards faster. So instead of the rewards based off of dollar amounts, they are getting points based off of how they record their sales, or how they take the payment, I'm sorry. 1 point for every dollar sold by cash or check. 1.5 points per every dollar sold using a credit or debit card, and 2 points per $1 sold online direct. And on this screen, you can see the levels and how the points add up and what they get for their gift card. So when they are placing an order online, they get double points. So therefore, they are increasing their gift card amount faster. Why do Scouts love Trails and Rewards? They get to earn double points with online direct, bigger prizes, millions of choices on Amazon.com, and they get prizes faster delivered to their door. Why do leaders love Trails and Rewards? The Trails and Leader portal is a one-stop shop for everything, including rewards ordering. Orders are tracked automatically for leaders when Scouts sell with the app and online. It's easy to communicate and manage because face-to-face and online sales count towards rewards. Trails and helps train and motivate Scouts through the app. Here are the traditional products that will be available for take order. We have the Cheese Lovers collection, the salted caramel popcorn, blazing hot popcorn, which is a new item this year, white cheddar popcorn, unbelievable butter that is already popped, that is new this year, and that is in place of the unbelievable microwave popcorn, popping corn jar, and caramel corn. All of these products are also available online. Online direct. These items are available online and not available, or I'm sorry, are available online. The chocolate caramel crunch tin, chocolate caramel crunch, dark chocolate salted caramels, salted caramel corn. Here's the unbelievable butter that is a microwavable, white cheddar popcorn, blazing hot popcorn, and then the popped unbelievable butter. popping corn, and the caramel corn. In addition to that is the chocolate lovers tin, chocolate lovers bundle, and the
Dawn?
cheese. Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but your audio is very garbly. I'm not sure what's going on, but
Okay, it might be because that video is downloading.
okay, you were better just now.
Okay, maybe because I had the paper in my face. Thank you. All right, sorry about that. So we have customers paying $7.99 plus $99 per item, additional item. The bundles would be then $8.98, bundles of 2, $8.98, and bundles of 3, $9.97. Products and pricing are subject to availability and change. So please note that these products online can change without notice. As we already are experiencing that the Unbelievable Butter Popped is not available online currently. They've also added a Coffee Lovers bundle that is not shown here. That is available online. Trails and webinars. So units that attended a Trails and webinar grew 11.2% on the average in 2019. There are different webinars based off of your sales for 2019. You can view the full schedule and registration details by texting webinar to 62771. COVID.
Donna, I'm sorry, this is Jane. Could you repeat that shipping one more time?
Yes, the shipping is $7.99 for the first item and 99 cents per additional item. So if you have bundles of 2, they would be $8.98. Bundles of 3 are $9.97. Also to note is that in like the chocolate lovers tin, there's 3 bags there. And so each bag in a tin is counted as an item. Okay, we have COVID-19. So we are all dealing with the
We're back to garbly, Dawn.
Sorry. I don't know why that is. Can you hear me now?
Yep, and it's much clearer.
Okay. Door-to-door sales. We want scouts to be wearing a mask / face shield. Keep 6 feet apart as much as possible. Laminate the product sheet to sanitize if a customer touches it. Enlarge the product sheet so that the customer can see it from a distance. If using the app, text the order to the customer to complete their order. Storefront sales. Wear a mask / face shield. Keep 6 feet apart as much as possible. Enlarge the product sheet so that the customer can see from a distance. The council has purchased 400 face shields that will be available to units. Order forms for the face shields, the door hangers, business cards, additional order forms, thank you cards can be found on the TVC website under popcorn. This request can only be put in by the unit popcorn kernel. Each scout has recently or should have received a packet with popcorn ordering forms, a sample door hanger, and some other information. Along with the storefront sales, the Mankato signups, at this time we are still working on those, so that information is not available. But as soon as we get that information, we will communicate that out. The popcorn community of TVC. Get your questions answered and share ideas with other units in Twin Valley Council. Here is a QR code that will lead you directly to this Facebook page. You can scan it using a QR code reader or use your camera. On the newer phones, you can use your camera to scan. For units to host a virtual kickoff, you can use a Zoom or similar software. Here is a sample agenda that you can do for your kickoff. How to raise, or how the money raised benefits each Scout family. Unit and Scout sales goals. How to sell $1,000 social distancing in 8 hours, and there's a PDF on that. Everyone download the Trails End app. Trails End rewards. Unit specific promotions, and we just have, and I'll talk about it a little bit later, but we have the Super Saver and the $25 off camp. The key dates for your sale, which will be shown later. And then request them to join the Trails End Scouts Parents Facebook group to get tips and ask questions. You can text kickoff to 62771. Here is the Twin Valley Council 2020 Commission Climb. We have the base commission, which is 20%. This is the base level commission for every unit that sells popcorn. Next, we have level 1, which is an additional 2%. When the popcorn colonel or a designee and at least one youth attends this popcorn kickoff that is being held today, they will earn an additional 2%. Level 1 bonus, 3%. Earn 3% additional commission for having 10% of your youth that were registered on 7/31/2020 attending the kickoff with a minimum of 2 youth plus the popcorn colonel or a designee. Level 2, another 2%. This is where the popcorn colonel and at least one youth attend the kickoff and have the average, having a unit per youth average of $375 or more. This average is calculated by dividing unit total sales by the number of youth registered in your unit on July 31st, 2020. This level also qualifies your unit for the discounted Super Saver price at Cub Camp or Camp Cuyuna in the summer of 2021. Level 3, 2%, earned by completing level 2 and having a unit per youth average of $600 or more. This average is calculated by dividing unit total sales by the number of youth registered in your unit on that July 31st. Level 4, 3%, earned by completing level 3 and having a unit per youth average of $750 or more. Again, this average is calculated by dividing the unit total sales by the number of youth that were registered as of July 31st. The information to calculate your popcorn needs for each level can be found on the Twin Valley Council website under popcorn. This is a sheet that the colonels normally get in their packet at kickoff. So it looks a little different, but it's on the Twin Valley Council website under popcorn. Any scout that sells over $1,750 in popcorn will receive a $25 discount to any Twin Valley Council camp. So it includes Camp Cuyuna Scouts BSA Summer Camp, Northwoods Weebles Camp, Cuyuna Family Experience, Cub Scout Resident Camp, or Cub Scout Day Camps. Also, scouts enrolled in the scholarship by March 31st, 2020 can continue to submit scholarship forms, and their account will be accredited 4% of their sales for the popcorn fundraiser in 2020, 2021, and 2022. The adjust price button. I'd like to point out that in the app setting in the leader portal, there is a place that you can change this setting to modify the price. We need all leader or popcorn kernels to go in and change this app setting to no scouts cannot modify the price, because we do not want scouts to be modifying their popcorn pricing. American Heroes. American Heroes were is a new name for military donations. American Hero donation program. When a customer purchases an American Heroes donation, a portion goes back to the local scouting and the remaining popcorn equivalent is donated to the first responders and the U.S. military and the U.S. military. Trails End has teamed up with Soldiers Angels to distribute the popcorn to VA hospitals, National Guard units, and military bases across the country. Over $66 million worth of popcorn has been donated to U.S. troops over the years. Last year, consumers purchased over 472,500 military donations. In 2019, over 2,900 pallets of popcorn was shipped to 45 locations in 22 states. So on here it shows that you can do them in increments of 50 or 30, but actually you can do it in any dollar increments. So if you want to just donate $1, you can do $1, or if a customer wants to. Popcorn kernels need to remember to enter all American Hero donations in their final order. So when you place your final popcorn order at the very end of the popcorn sale, you need to make sure that you include the American Hero donations. Even though they're not a physical item, they need to be included in your order. Here we have the Twin Valley Council 2020 product return. In effort to get product into the hands of units for show and deliver and show and sell popcorn sales, but also to help ensure a minimal amount of product left over at the end of the sale, the following product picked up and return policy has been adopted for 2020. Be very conservative when ordering popcorn in 2020. We will have 4 popcorn deliveries this year to restock supplies as needed. So you can see here, the initial order is due August 27th, which is 5 days from now, and that will be delivered on September 17th. That delivery will be the same pickup location or distribution location as it was in the previous years, like at Bulk or wherever the other ones are at. Shelley, where are the other ones? I'm forgetting off the top of my head.
Full construction, bulk transfer, DNA, trucking, and
Seneca is
I
one.
missed it.
Oh, Larson Manufacturing.
Thank you.
Larson Manufacturing. There we
Okay.
go.
So that information will go out when it gets closer to that time. You can place an additional order on September 21st to have delivered on October 2nd. You can also have one ordered by October 5th to be delivered on October 16th. Those 2 orders would be picked up at the Scout office. And then the final order is due on November 2nd with a delivery date of November 20th. Councils that have already ordered popcorn because their sales have started in August, as their schools did, are seeing orders about 15% of what they ordered the first round in 2019. Before placing your order, we recommend having a conversation with parents to determine the following. How many scouts remain active in your unit and are willing to sell popcorn? The parent/scout comfort level in doing storefront sales or going door to door. Storefronts in your community's comfort level in allowing your scouts to do storefront sales. The percentage of your sale that will not be online direct due to the change in product lineup, like no microwavable popcorn. Or customer comfort level in interacting with the scouts. To continue with this product return, we will take up to 15% of product you ordered back on August 27th and September 21st. Orders after September 21st do not qualify towards the 15%. This means if you order $1,000 worth of product on August 27th, $1,000 worth of product on September 21st, and $1,000 worth of product on October 5th, you can only return up to $300 in product. So that would be 15% of $2,000. In addition, we will also help redistribute items to other units if possible. Help us help you. If you have product not selling, getting it back to us to prior to the order by dates above will help us distribute to other units in a timely manner and allow us not to order additional product or popcorn to fulfill orders. Said another way, although a council, we will only take back up to 15% of the product as returns. If we can get the product to other units, we will do so above that 15%. Unit transfers do not count against your returns. So the return dates, official return days are October 2nd and 28th. However, we will take returns anytime until October 28th. No returns after the 28th of October. Okay, so this is still for both seasoned kernels and new kernels of what's new in the 2020. We have online direct now, and it's the same thing as online order or the online sales. They just changed the wording, so you'll hear it called online direct. It's the same thing as online sales. The best and preferred way to sell. The safest way for scouts to sell. Scouts can earn double points for trails and rewards. The traditional products and prices with a $10 opening price point. So the pricing for the take order, like your door-to-door wagon sales, is the same as a pricing online. No handling of products and cash for scout or unit. The new Trails N app online direct features. It has take online order or online direct orders in the Trails N app. You can text the order to the customer to complete the purchase on their phone. Products popped fresh to order and shipped direct to the customer. You can text my plan to 62771 to download the How to Sell $1,000 Social Distancing. There's a couple ways this can work. A scout can share their page via email, text, or social media. Customers click on the link to place the online orders, and then the products ship to the customers. They also can take online direct orders in the app. So if a scout is going out and about, they can log into their app and take them directly on there. They pick their products, take the payment, which would be credit or debit only, and then the products are shipped directly to the customers. Here are some Trails N improvements. We have app improvements. They're faster, more intuitive scout registration, faster checkout from 9 to 4 clicks. There's a list, grid, and product detail view. Record online orders directly in the app. Shareable online cart, so a customer can enter shipping address and complete payment. Great for social distancing. New undelivered logic for wagon sales, so scouts enter them correctly. Credit card payment option for parents to pay cash owed to the unit. Improved Trails and rewards focused on reaching the next level and goal. And then on the unit leader portal improvements, we have on-screen guides to help leaders learn unit leader portal features, consolidated scout table view to quickly manage orders, inventory, and storefront shifts, robust product table to easily view inventory at storefronts and with scouts, the ability to convert orders between wagon to storefront, and the ability to change the shift credited to a storefront order. On here as well, when you go in to do a sale, you will have a list of the products in order. And if you need to delete or change the quantity, you are going to swipe left to delete and swipe right to view the details and change quantities. For the Twin Valley Council show and sell order, the initial order, the initial order amounts have decreased this year. Units will be able to order up to 15% of their 2019 popcorn sales. And those orders are due by Thursday, August 27th. Additional orders, which we've talked about, units will have the opportunity to place additional orders during the popcorn sale. And the additional order schedule is below there, which was on the return policy as well. Here are the directions for popcorn ordering and distribution. Popcorn leader will log into their leader portal and choose the delivery, enter the quantities that they wish to order in the adjustment column, and click submit when you're finished. You'll get an order confirmation in your email once your order is approved by the council. The initial and the final order, the initial and the order number 2 and number 3 need to be in cases. The final order can be in containers. And then once we get the distribution information, that will be communicated out. Scouts will be able to start wagon sales after this kickoff, and you can consider that pre-orders. Those orders can be added into your initial order. So they could be, we talked about this at the last session, that they could be added into your 15%. So Scouts can go ahead and go out and start selling today. The online direct ship to customer. So here it shows how to ship directly to the customer using the online direct. Once they start the sale, you will click the share to text the cart to the customer to complete the purchase on their phone. And then they will be able to complete the order on their end. There are 2 ways to sell online products: directly through the app or share the link with friends and family. Orders shipped directly to the customer. I recommend that you at least put a name and a phone number. Well, you have to put the phone number in to text it to them, but at least put a name in. Once it's sent to them, you do not have access to that order until they complete it. So you want to make sure that you get their information, or at least their name and number in. The shipping charges. Customers pay $7.99 plus 99 cents per additional item. Bundles of 2 are $8.98 and bundles of 3 are $9.97. Each bag in a tin/bundle is counted as an item. Products and pricing are subject to availability and change. And then items, well, they started shipping already, but chocolate items won't start shipping until 10/5. And if an order is a combo of chocolate and other items, that order will not ship until after 10/5 as well. Currently, we have a promotion going on that if Scouts sell $40 or more, they get the free shipping. That free shipping is, instead of getting 30% commission, the units now are getting 25% commission for online sales. That promotion goes through Tuesday, and we are hoping that we can continue that throughout the sale, but we will not know until after this promotion is done. And once we find out, we will communicate that information out. Unit to unit transfers. If your unit is going to transfer products to or from another unit, this is the process that needs to, how to do it. The transferring unit would log into their leader portal, go to the popcorn orders tab, click view next to the order with the inventory to be transferred. Click the transfer inventory button and select the district and unit from the drop downs that is receiving the inventory. Enter the quantities, cases and containers to be transferred. Click the submit transfer request to complete the form. And then the receiving unit would log in. They would go to the transfer and returns tab, review the pending product transfer. If correct, click the approve button and the reject button if it's incorrect. Once the receiving unit has accepted the transfer, each unit's invoice will be updated. We don't know exactly when the deadline is on this, but we're still working on that and we'll communicate that out.
Dawn?
Yep.
So with this unit-to-unit transfer, I recommend to everyone that when the two popcorn kernels are standing side by side, physically transferring the popcorn from one card to another, that is the time that you do this transfer. Don't wait until a week after you've gotten the product to do the paperwork, because you're going to forget and it's going to create nightmares. So do that transfer just as soon as possible to make it all work. So bring your laptop with you when you go to pick it up, you know, whatever you need to do, but try to do it as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shelley. We have some key dates here. These are listed also on the Twin Valley Council website under popcorn. I'm not going to go through all the dates, but you can see them here. The biggest one is that the initial orders are due August 27th, which is 5 days away. Contacting support on the left side is Trails End Support. They have their Facebook listed there on the website and the support email. The council contact information, they have Shelley's information and my information. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out at any time. We want to make sure that we can help out, especially if there's maybe some frustration or you just can't seem to figure something out. We want to be able to help out and lessen that frustration, because popcorn fundraising, we don't want it to be stressful. Here is a list of resources by texting these keywords to the 62771 to download. This, I believe, is also on the website as well. So a lot of great resources to utilize for both the leaders and the scouts. I am going to switch gears here and show all those resources on the Twin Valley Council popcorn page. So if you bear with me while I switch screens here. All right, so everyone should see the Twin Valley Council website. You'll want to click under activities and events and click on popcorn sale. And here is a whole bunch of good information. Thanks to Shelley for keeping this updated with lots of information. Yep.
Dawn, it didn't change. Oh, there we go. Now it changed.
Just a little delayed. All right. So did we miss the beginning of where to go?
No, you showed the activities and events tab, and then the drop down that says popcorn sale.
Okay. So here are all kinds of information goodies, I call it. And if we click down here, here are all those important dates that was shown on the one slide. The webinars for the adults, and you can sign up here. There is a show and sell site sign up for Cabela's, that's on here with all that information. And then we have a whole list of helpful resources for a successful popcorn sale. These first two down here, the popcorn show and sell allocation spreadsheet and the BSA registration and commission climb dollars, those are the sheets that would have been combined that the popcorn kernel would have gotten in their packet in previous years. That's where you find out that information. It will tell you, how much you need to sell to get to which level. And it tells you how much popcorn was sold in 2019 for each item. So that's where you get that information. We have a copy of the commission climb here. The popcorn supply order form is on here. So that is, if you want to order face shields, door hangers, business cards, the thank you cards, extra or popcorn ordering sheets, that's this form there. The return policy is there, and then just the popcorn order form is there. Also, everything is digital this year, so we have the kernel guide that you normally would have gotten in your packet that is listed here, and then about the trails and boards, as well as a whole bunch of other resources here. So it's a good place to get all that information. So at this time, we're going to take any questions that people may have.
Dawn?
Yep.
So the American Hero donations, I want to encourage all of the popcorn kernels to teach their kids how to mention this donation at every transaction. You thank your, before you thank your customer and complete the sale, you say, would you like to donate $2 to the American Heroes Fund? It's an easy upsell. And to be quite honest, the first responders and our soldiers, they like the popcorn. They like to be thanked. It's just a great acknowledgement for them. So I encourage you to treat it as an upsell tool, and have your kids ask every customer if they would like to donate $2 to the American Heroes Fund. Dawn, would you like to talk about the fact that the kids can start selling today?
Yep, so I had briefly mentioned it, but Scouts are able to start selling today. We want to, Trails End actually is really pushing for earlier sales too. And we want to jump on the bandwagon because we don't know what fall is going to bring. So we're encouraging Scouts to get out there and start selling now. Especially this is a great weekend to go and do that. We have the free shipping opportunity, so you can still do door to door, have the customer ordered online direct, and you don't need to deal with money or the product. It can be shipped directly to them as long as they order
for $40 or more.
Yep. So it's a great opportunity to act upon. So I would strongly recommend getting Scouts out there now, just because we don't know what the fall will bring for us as well.
How long does the free shipping option go, and what does that mean?
So right now, the current promotion is $40 or more until through Tuesday, and through 7 p.m. Tuesday. And then after we get the data from that promotion from Trails End, it will be decided if we are going to continue that as a council. Anything else you want to add on that, Shelley?
For the online promotion, have your kids go out and, anything over $40, like Dawn's just explained, it's free shipping. Those items that are under $40 and you take an order for, please make sure your popcorn kernel is aware of those sales, and you should be able to see them on the leader portal. And you can order that product along with the 15% you're allowed to order on Thursday. These early sales are in addition to the 15%. So it's just an easy way to get a few early sales in with the free shipping. And then for those that don't qualify for that, we can get the product to them early as well.
Are there any other questions in the chat, Shelley?
No. The other thing I wanted to point out, Dawn, can you pull up the door hanger business card slide? The business cards that we have this year, encourage your kids to put their first name, last initial, and their Trails End ID number on it. It is just what it says. It's a business card. Take it to church, take it to sporting events, to friends' houses, whatever, and have them hand them out. And then the customer can take the initiative to go online and place an order. But other councils have had a lot of success with this little tool. So I would encourage you to get them out to your kids and have them use them.
Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay. We have the door hanger, the business cards, the thank you cards, the face shields, and then extra ordering forms. And this is what the order form looks like to order that stuff, or Shelley is fine with people emailing.
But just make sure it's the popcorn kernel. I don't want individual families ordering things.
One thing that was brought up in the other meeting that I'd like to mention that I have written down here is the undelivered button for wagon sales. If you clicked undelivered, it's going to prompt you to put in the customer's information. I know last year it was just a simple box that you checked and unchecked, and then sometimes the customer information got lost in the shuffle, and then you forgot who it's supposed to go to. I know that's happened a few times. They updated that, and if you click undelivered, it's going to prompt you to put in that customer's information. So that's a new feature. Any other questions?
Dawn, was there anything in the app live that you wanted to show?
I can, I think we were going to do that in the new kernel part. But if anyone...
Okay, that's fine. I just wasn't sure.
Yep, sure. So at this point, we are going to go ahead with the new kernel portion of the presentation. The season kernels are welcome to stay for all of that as well. I feel like we are ahead of schedule, so I don't think we'll go all the way until 12:40. For those that want to stay on, you're welcome. For those that want to head out, I understand. But we're going to head into the new leader or kernel portion of the presentation.
Dawn, I was going to say, when you're screen sharing, when you start the screen sharing, there will be an option to share your entire screen. If you do that, then you won't have to switch back between that and others. So just FYI, in case that helps you.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm learning things every day. Oops. All right, so now we have the new kernel portion. This is what it looks like when you log on to your leader portal. I just want to double check everyone on do you have access to your leader portal? If you don't, can you please say so now so that Shelley can get that information?
Well, Dawn, I don't, but I don't think I'm supposed to, so it's okay.
Okay. And then I'm actually, should have went in there before. I gotta learn how to do this, like what Eric just said, the screen sharing. I'm actually gonna go into the leader portal. I might have to have a crash course in this, Eric. There we go. Does everyone see the leader portal?
Yes.
So this is Troop 58's leader portal. The dashboard, gives your goal progress, which we do not have our goal in yet. It shows all your total sales. It will show the storefront shifts here once they are put in, your total scouts, average sales per scout, and number of orders. Down below here, and I'm not going to go in too far because we have scout names on here and we're recording, but here is the scouts, the list of your scouts. And in there, you can click on there and get more in-depth information about them, specifically, their contact information, etc. For security purposes, I'm not going to scroll down. Also to the right here is your selling campaign. If you click on this and hit 2019, that will bring up your sales stuff from last year for the scouts. It's not going to show you so much right now because, because I'm not scrolling all the way down to the sales on these scouts. To the left here, we have unit info. We have the scout roster, which again, I'm not going to click on just because of first and last names listed there, but that's where you'll go in as a colonel and make sure that your roster is updated. We want to make sure that scouts are in their correct unit so that they get credit for their sales. If a scout is in the wrong unit and they do sales in that wrong unit, they cannot move that sale. So we want to make sure that the scout is in the correct unit. In that area is also the scout code, the email address that is linked to that scout account. Trying to think of what other information. Oh, you can remove a scout if you have a scout that doesn't belong in your unit. I've had that happen where all of a sudden I got this random scout in our roster. You can remove one. If you need to move a scout, for instance, last year we had a Pack 58 scout in our roster. We had to move them to the pack, so there's an option to move them and which unit to move them to. So I highly encourage unit leaders or colonels to go in there and make sure your scout roster is updated before they start sales. That is also where you would get the username for scouts. So if scouts forgot their username, you can go in there and look it up for them. They can also hit forgot username when they go to log in, and they can also hit forgot password when they go to log in. The storefront settings, this is where you're going to select your calculation method. Shelley, would you be willing to talk about it again since you did such a great job on the last one? Oh, she must be busy. So we have where the option where scouts will receive credit for each recorded sale. Sales will be split between all scouts that work the shift. Oh, there she is. I was just
Sorry,
saying,
I was on mute.
that's right. Do you want to go ahead and, you did such a great job explaining all this. Do you want to go ahead?
Okay, so let's pretend that you have 3 site sales on a Saturday. However you set up this portion right here, is how it's going to distribute those sales from all of your site sales for that Saturday. Sunday, you can change it again, but you cannot have different options for the day on Saturday. Your options are to have each scout receive credit for each individual sale. This is the most common one and the one that Dawn and I suggest that you use. It's to split the sales between all scouts that have worked that shift. So this one separates it by location and by the shift. This one is all locations will get tallied together and all shifts will be in there, and you divide it out that way. And then this one is if you do something year-round, which we will never use. So this is the one that we suggest that you use, so it's divided per shift, per site.
Okay, thank you, Shelley. And then we have the app settings. And this is that screen that I showed before where you want to go in and make sure that you click that no scouts can modify the price. We have this feature where you can add team members. So for instance, in my troop here, we have me listed. We have our treasurer in there, and we have our popcorn colonel in there. So we all have access, and we all have kind of our own duties that we do for popcorn fundraiser. So I highly encourage to get a unit team members together to do this, so the popcorn colonel isn't doing everything on their own, and utilize this feature because it just helps lighten the load and makes things a lot easier and go smoother. This one is about your unit. We don't have anything loaded yet, but you can add photos, videos, you know, talking about your unit, and you know that they can view your Scouts fundraising page. These two manage the unit W-9 and the bank account. You don't need to do anything with that, so just don't worry about those two. Over on the left again, we have training videos and a lot of PDFs, a lot of resources. So there's tons of resources for the Trails End fundraising. Whether it's through the Trails End or Twin Valley Council, there's lots of resources out there. So if there's ever a moment where you are unsure of something, feel free to reach out to any of us, because we're all, you know, learning all the new stuff, and we want to make sure that your unit is successful. Let's see here. Then we have the storefront management. Once you start getting your storefronts lined up, you'll want to add those in, and then you'll be able to see them here. And then once those are in, then you'll be able to see the storefront reservations in a different view here. The storefronts that you sign up for through Mankato, through the Twin Valley Council, you will need to add those into this. This will not automatically add them in, so you're adding those in. If you do storefront reservations in your own town, outside of Mankato, then you want to add those in as well. The popcorn. So this is where you're going to order your popcorn in 5 days. So you want to go to this particular screen. You're going to hit order popcorn. Make sure that you're on the 2020 selling campaign. And I believe it's going to say that you want to do it for the SNS order, which is the show and sell order. And then if you click on the transfer and returns, that's where you're going to see that unit to unit transfers, and same with the status of all those, whether it's pending, approved, rejected, or canceled. And then we have the rewards, which I'm going to briefly show, and then I'm not going to show because it got scout names on there. But on that page, it's going to list all your scouts what they've, what level they're at, how much they've earned so far. And then at the end, you're going to submit those in so that they can be released. It will show you which scouts claim them at the end as well. So you can send out reminders saying that they need to claim their rewards and stuff. Those rewards are sent to the scouts portal, and it has an easy access with just an Amazon code. Account summary right here. This is eventually, you'll have the due to council with your invoice. This payout and credit card pending thing is more for online sales, and we don't need to really worry about that. Shelly takes care of all that stuff. She's so wonderful and does all that stuff on the back end of that, so we don't need to worry about that. The unit commission detail on the right side, that will eventually, once you hit those levels, will eventually be updated. They're not updated instantly. That's something that Shelly has to go in and do on the back end. And so I just strongly encourage just to be patient with that if you don't see it right away, because it's not automatic. And then we have the reports here. You can run all different kinds of reports. There you can do the date range, and so you can look at last year's, or you should be able to. Otherwise, you can look at that other back on the dashboard. You should be able to look at the sales from last year as well. What else am I forgetting, Shelby, on this, the leader portal? You must use Google Chrome too. It doesn't work very well on Internet Explorer.
I think you've covered the big things.
Okay.
You really can't hurt anything in that program. So go in and look at things. The only thing that you really want to be careful of is submitting your order. But otherwise, go in and look at it. Click on different things and see what it can do. There's a lot of information on there.
All right, I'm gonna get back to this, and I still gotta learn how to just go back and so I don't click in and out. Oops. All right, so we should be at the Trails In app now. For scouts that are new and have not set up a Trails In account, they're gonna need to register an account. They're gonna go in and it's pretty simple and pretty easy, step by step. They can text app to 62771 and to register for an account. Scouts that have sold in the past will use the same username and password. And again, if they forgot their username, they can reach out to the Colonel, and you Colonels will have that in the Scout roster information in the leader portal, or they can do the forgot username and forgot password for that to be reset. They can also, if they're in the wrong unit, they can go in and select change unit as well. They don't have to wait for a popcorn kernel to do that. They'll record all sales in the app, online direct, and storefront wagon take orders. Each scout must have their own registered account, even siblings. The same email can be used for multiple accounts, and they can toggle between accounts within the app by clicking the scout name drop down at the top of the screen. Scouts will want to set their goal. I highly encourage that each scout sets a goal. A lot of scouts, they'll set their goal, reach their goal, and set the next goal, and do that multiple times. We have a few scouts in our troop that do that. It's a good thing for them to work towards. And it's nice that they have this tracker on there that they can see as they are climbing to their goal. They can also see the next level of rewards as well. It shows that. They can check how close they are. Yeah, check how close they are to reaching the next level in the app or rewards level. And then again, like I said about the rewards, they can claim that at the very end once the popcorn kernel has submitted in those rewards. So they can claim that. The Trails End app is accepting credit cards. Every scout can accept a debit or credit card for free. While not required, Square readers are compatible and can be purchased at Amazon.com and most big box retailers. You can also manually enter, so you don't need to have a card reader. You can use a Android one, an Apple one, or Bluetooth. You want to make sure, I forgot to mention this in the other group, but you want to make sure that the app access to your device's microphone, location, and Bluetooth are on in order to accept debit and credit cards. So if you come up with an error, that might be why you might not have that enabled. Scouts who sold $1,000 or more last year should be receiving a free card reader. When they first log in for the 2020 year, it will prompt them to choose which reader, and it will, I don't remember what else it asks, but it'll prompt you when you first log in. If for some reason you missed it, it only prompts once, so I would contact Trails End if somehow it's missed. So with the app, you can do all the selling methods: online direct, wagon, and storefront. Online direct, you place the orders for online products in the app, pick the products, take payment, credit only, and the product ships directly to your customer, or share the page with customers via email, text, and social media. The wagon is door to door to friends, families, the parents' workplace. Orders can be marked, delivered, or undelivered if no product is on hand. And again, if you hit undelivered, it's going to prompt you to put in the customer information. The storefront, register for shifts by the unit. Booths are set up with the product in front of high foot traffic areas. The online direct, ship to customers. So once you've got the order started, you're going to click share to text the cart to the customer to complete the purchase on their phone. I believe that you can at least put in their name and obviously their phone number, but I would encourage you to put in their name before you send it to them, because if they don't complete it, you've lost all the information. You don't have that information until they complete it. To record a wagon sale, you want to click on the bottom there where it says start sale, and then it'll bring you to the products listed. You'll click on the quantity there on the right hand side. Again, if you need to delete it, you'll swipe left. If you want to learn more about the product information or change the quantity, you're going to swipe right. On the next little picture there's a little truck that is marked delivered or undelivered. If you click that undelivered, the little box with the person is the customer information that that's going to prompt you to put it in. And then you'll need to choose cash or credit. And there is where you can donate to the military. Like Shelly said, with the upselling, you can add that to your order as well. And then marking an item undelivered means that you're going to plan to return that product later. So don't forget to update the status when delivered. So after you deliver your product, make sure you go through and mark delivered. And again, here is the sign up for storefront shifts. Once the storefronts are available, the colonels can put those in, and then the scouts can start signing up for them. The storefront site and shift availability is managed by your popcorn colonel. So if a scout thinks that something is not right, they need to contact their popcorn colonel. For a refund, available same day only for scouts. So you can click on the bottom left there under orders, and then the next screen will bring you to the orders. You click on the order, and then on the bottom right is the refund button. You can also edit customer information and receive or resend a receipt from this screen. So in this, you're going to see all the customer order information. So Eric, I think let's go to the app live then, if we can.
Okay, sounds great. Give me just a second here. Share. Okay. You know what, Don, you may have been right. I'm having the same, let's see here, oh, maybe not here. Is it coming up?
No, it's just black.
Okay, so apparently there is must be a setting that prevents it. So I can hold the phone up to the screen and then you can show me what you want me to do.
Okay.
Just a second, I'm gonna stop screen sharing here. I'll have to contact Trails and see if there's a way for us to be able to do that, but there must be a setting that prevents it from that particular app from being shared. Actually, I'm trying just to share that app. I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. Let's see, how do I do that?
And if it doesn't work, that's okay, Eric.
Yeah.
I think
I'm not sure.
So
yeah, I'm not sure I can do that.
there is another, so Shelly, I'm going to send you another, like a PDF of another thing that has like directions. That's another useful item that I have found with the app. So if we could maybe add that to the website too.
Yep.
So we were gonna I was just gonna share live with the app, but that's for some reason the Trails End must be blocking us from sharing it. So, and I don't have my phone hooked up to my computer. I gotta learn all this stuff. All right, so back to the ways to sell. So we've talked about this. We have the online direct. You know, if we do a lot of online direct, you're going to have less contact. It's you don't have to deal with money. You don't have to deal with delivering. It's just a nice way to get those sales without all that direct contact. The wagon sales, same thing. Scouts collect orders in the app, deliver on hand product, and mark product as undelivered to be delivered at a later date. And then we have the same thing with door-to-door wagon sales with product. I know I mentioned in the last group that with our unit, I think we are going to encourage that Scouts keep at least one product on hand so they have something to at least show. Because we are going to have less product on hand. So then that way, because a lot of people are visual, they want to see, and you can show them a picture, but it just isn't the same as showing the actual product. So not saying that you have to do that way. Storefront sales, again, you want to set up booths in high traffic area. And as soon as we get that information ready for the Mankato locations, we'll push out that information. In the Scout training, they went in a little more in depth with some of that storefront sales as well. The end of the sale wrap up. So you want to collect and add together all your popcorn orders from your Scouts. I highly encourage that if you have parents, Scouts that are not using the app on a regular basis, that they get that information updated in the portal at least every week, if not more or sooner, or every, you know, at the end of each day, because that's going to help you have that real-time information. And it's less work at the end as well. And then
Done.
Yep.
And with that, please remind those that are not using the app that they will not get a prize. It's black and white, cut and dry. You have to use the app if you wish to get the Amazon gift card as a prize.
And then that brings me into the next one. Use the Scout table in the unit portal to track sales by Scout. This is how Trails End will verify how much Scouts have sold for the distribution of the Amazon gift cards. Place a final order in the Trails End system, and then pick up your popcorn, distribute popcorn immediately. And then pay the unit statement. The amount due will be a total sales less the unit's commission. This will be on a statement. So when the time comes, Shelley will message out the statements to each unit. Units paying by check must send one check written out to Twin Valley Council. And then you're going to submit your Trails and Rewards order through the unit portal, and the Amazon gift cards will be delivered electronically to the Scouts Trails and account approximately 5 days after submitting your Scout totals unless flagged or reviewed. And then it says to hold this unit celebration for a job well done, have Scouts bring in what they bought on Amazon, and thank the Scouts, parents, and leaders. And then it's always nice to hold a session to discuss the sale pros and cons to improve the next year. And that leaves us with questions. Any questions? No questions?
No.
All right. Well, I thank you guys all for joining and taking your Saturday morning to join us for Popcorn Kickoff. If you have questions throughout, please reach out. Yeah. Thank you.
And please remember that Dawn and I are here to help you. Don't get frustrated. You know, if you're getting to the point where you are so frustrated you're ready to throw up your hands and walk away, please reach out to us. This doesn't have to be a difficult process. We're here to help you. And the other thing is that we live in a COVID world, so think outside the box. We can have a lot of fun with selling popcorn. You can dress your kids up with sandwich boards. There was a lady that decorated her car and drove around town to busy parking lots and stuff. Think outside the box and be creative and have fun with it. That's really important. Let the kids have fun with this.
Thanks, Shelley. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.